the Rocky statues as like a fraternity sort of hazing bit thing, I guess. I've been told that they pee on the Rocky statues, so don't know how valid that is, but the new Rocky statue has been peed on significantly less, and the new Rocky statue, in my opinion, is just more aesthetically pleasing because it's darker tones, more earth tones, so that's why I like it.
I definitely prefer the silver one down there. I think it just looks cooler and it's just more iconic, I guess. So
My favorite Rocky is the one in front of Chestnut Center because it is Big Rocky.
I actually really like the one by, is it Chestnut? Yes, I like that one. I like that it's brown. I think it shows like the growth on campus for being there so long. I think the other Rocky is like just kind of far, so I never see it as often.
In my department, definitely Dr. O'Brien. She has experience in the film industry, and she expects a lot out of her students and sort of is really engaging with the class. She's a good professor. I also really like Leslie Johnson.
I guess for the theater department and or the humanities department, I would say Robert Burles. Evan Gurney, definitely for the English department.
Robert Tatum, he instructs econ. I just think he does a really good job with that subject. He makes something that's super boring actually super interesting to learn about.
My favorite professor is Dr. Reynolds because he's just so elaborate and connective with the students. He really makes class a lot of fun.
It's probably my German teacher, Mrs. Kreiser. She's just super nice. She's funny like the entire class. She makes it interesting. I'm never like bored.
EchoFest of 3 years ago.
My favorite on-campus event that I've been to is probably either Asia Club's Night Market or maybe EchoFest.
Every Thursdays they do live music right by Brown, so I really enjoy going out there and sitting in the sun and listening to live music.
There's supposed to be a poetry reading tonight by Diamond Ford, and I'm hoping that will be my favorite.
The UNCA student body can help facilitate a better campus community just by being like more open with people and, you know, smiling at people that you don't really know, waving, potentially starting up conversations, just getting back into like the normal habits of how things used to be, honestly, at this campus, just very like open, friendly, and inviting.
Probably just like honestly putting on like not like a bunch of events per se, but like a couple more per week, like 1 or 2 more that like out here on the quad and stuff like that. I feel like something in the evenings. I see a lot of people just like not doing much in the evenings, stuff like that. So I think that would have people like interacting a lot more.
It's funny because I think a lot of kids here are very nervous and like anxious when it comes to like coming together. I've noticed a bit of like kind of clicking to people they know or their roommates or stuff like that. So to, I guess, build a better community is to have things that are more inclusive to everyone on campus so that everyone can attend or feel like welcomed.
Just out here on the quad when it's a nice day. It's a nice place to relax, do my work.
The quad, obviously, because you can just sit out in the sun and enjoy the breeze.
Mine has currently been like right outside of my door on the breezeway. It is very like chill and quiet, and I just like people watching while I study, so yeah. So Brown is always hit or miss, so I would give it a good 4 out of 10.
Dead last, unfortunately, would be Brown Dining Hall.
I think Brown's pretty good. I think there's some good chefs in there and like good cooks.
Brown would be second.
Brown is, I'd say like a 3 out of 10. There are some days where it's as high as like a 6 out of 10.
Highsmith is a close second for being underwhelming.
The one in Highsmith, that one would probably be first. They have the best food.
BYOB, it kind of stays around a 7 out of 10.
Highsmith is my place to go. I'd give it a good like 8 out of 10.
Dunder, top tier, get the pizzas.
The Dunder, that'd be third.
Dunder is always like my late night, I'm up studying kind of place. So I would give it a good like, I would say like a 7.5 out of 10. It depends on who's working.
Yeah.
Well, that was the last question. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you, guys.